Here's something nobody told you in school. Every single day you wait to invest, you are literally handing your future self a smaller life. Not figuratively, not as a metaphor, mathematically, scientifically. Money sitting in your checking account right now is losing value faster than your Netflix subscription gives it back. And $10,000, the number most people think is too small to matter, is actually the exact number that changes everything. I'm going to show you exactly how to build it, where to put it, and how the set and forget strategy lets your money work around the clock while you live your life. Let me paint a picture you might recognize. You get paid, bills come out, you buy groceries, maybe grab a coffee, okay, maybe 5 coffees, and then you look at what's left and think, there's no way I can invest with this, and then you see a TikTok about someone your age retiring in Bali, and you close the app and pretend it didn't happen. We've all been there. Here's the brutal truth. The problem isn't how much money you make. A study from Schwab found that Americans believe they need $1.9 million to retire comfortably, but the average person hasn't even started a brokerage account. The barrier isn't income, it's knowledge dressed up as math. Anxiety of fear is the real thief. Fear of picking the wrong stock, fear of losing it all, fear of not knowing enough. But here's what fear never tells you: doing nothing is also a choice. And it's the most expensive one you can make. So what does the right first move actually look like? Because I promise you, it's not what you've been told. Stay with me. Look, you don't need a finance degree. You don't need to watch CNBC. You need 3 things: a simple framework, consistent action, and the patience to let compounding do the heavy lifting. That's it. Let's break it down. Before a single dollar goes into the market, you need your financial house in order. This is non-negotiable. The set and forget strategy falls apart if you're pulling money out every time an emergency hits. Step 1. Build a $1,000 starter emergency fund. Not your full 3 to 6 months yet, just $1,000. This is your firewall. It keeps a car repair from becoming a credit card disaster. Step 2. Kill any high-interest debt above 8%. Credit card debt charging you 22% APR is a guaranteed negative 22% return on every dollar you could have invested. No index fund in the world consistently beats that cost. Think about it. Would you invest in a fund that charged you 22% a year? Of course not. So why are you keeping a balance on a card that does exactly that? Once those 2 things are handled, you've already done what most people your age haven't. And now, the fun begins. Because what comes next is where ordinary people start building extraordinary wealth. And no, it's not crypto. Keep watching. Here's the account stack that wealthy people use, and that most 20-somethings never hear about until their 40s. Think of it like floors of a building, and you want to fill each floor before moving to the next. Floor 1, your employer's 401k, but only up to the match. If your company matches 4% of your salary, contribute at least 4%. That matches a 100% instant return. It is free money. Taking anything less is leaving cash on the table, while your employer laughs all the way to the bank. Of floor 2, your Roth IRA. In 2025, you can put in up to $7,000 per year. You contribute after-tax dollars, and everything inside, every dividend, every gain, grows completely tax-free. When you retire, you pay nothing. Uncle Sam doesn't see a dime of it. Floor 3, a taxable brokerage account for anything left over. Fidelity, Schwab, Vanguard, all free to open, all commission-free for most trades. The IRS wants a relationship with your money. The Roth IRA is basically a restraining order. Alright, you've got the accounts, but what on earth do you actually put inside them? Because that's where most people freeze up. Stick around. This is the part the financial industry doesn't want you to know, because it makes their 6-figure advisors redundant. Ready? You don't need to pick stocks. You need 3 funds and a calendar reminder to not touch them. Fund 1, a total US market index fund. Something like VTI or FSKAX. You're buying a tiny slice of every major US company in one move. When America grows, you grow. Fund 2, an international index fund, VXUS or VXUS. This hedges you against any single country's bad decade, because history proves they all have them. Fund 3, a US bond index fund like BND or FXNAX. This is your shock absorber. When the market drops 30%, bonds typically hold or rise, keeping you from panic selling at the worst possible moment. For someone in their 20s, a classic allocation: 80% equities, 20% bonds. Aggressive enough to build wealth, stable enough to sleep at night. But wait, doesn't the stock market crash? Yes it does. And here's why. That's actually good news for you right now, because crashes are when fortunes are made, and I'll show you exactly why in just a second. Don't stop now. Here's where set and forget goes from a phrase to a superpower. The single biggest mistake new investors make is investing manually, meaning they wait until they feel ready, until the market looks stable, until they have more to invest. That moment never comes. Instead, automate. Every single paycheck, a fixed dollar amount moves automatically into your accounts. $100, $250, whatever you can afford right now. You set it once, and it runs on autopilot. This strategy is called dollar cost averaging, and it is the quiet engine behind the wealth of millions of ordinary Americans. When prices are low, your fixed amount buys more shares. When prices are high, you buy fewer. Over time, your average cost stays favorable regardless of what the market is doing. Market crashes, you're buying shares on sale. Market booms, your existing shares are appreciating. You literally cannot lose, as long as you don't quit. Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard and arguably the greatest investor advocate in American history, said it himself, stay the course. Not because it's easy, because it works. The market goes down 40%? Beautiful. That's a sale. The only store in the world where people run out screaming when prices drop. Let's make this real. You're 25 years old. You invest $10,000 today and add just $200 a month, less than most people spend on subscriptions they forgot they have. At a historically average 8% annual return, by the time you're 55, you have over $360,000. Wait until you're 35 to start? That same strategy, same $200, same return, leaves you with $170,000 at 55. You lost nearly $200,000 in wealth because you waited 10 years. Time is not a motivational concept. Time is a mathematical weapon, and it only works if you pick it up today. The $10,000 portfolio isn't the finish line. It's the starting pistol. It's the moment you stop being a spectator to wealth and become a participant in it. And once that first portfolio is built, every dollar that follows finds a system already waiting for it. What would your 45-year-old self say to you right now? Because they're watching, and they're either thanking you or begging you to start. You now have the complete blueprint. Fix your foundation, stack your accounts, pick your 3 funds, and automate. That's the entire strategy. That's what people pay advisors thousands of dollars to tell them. But building the portfolio is only half the equation. The other half? Knowing where your money is going and whether it's actually working for you right now in 2026. Because a lot has changed in the first half of this year. Inflation, rate shifts, market corrections. If you haven't done a mid-year financial audit, I did it for you. My video 2026 Mid-Year Financial Review, Where is Your Money Going? Is on screen right now. Watch it next. It will show you exactly what to adjust in your portfolio before the year is over. Your future isn't waiting, neither should you. If this video helped you, share it with one person in your life who needs to hear it. Subscribe if you're serious about your financial future, and I'll see you in the next one.